Was cooking, good looking? Welcome to my humble home. Come on in.
Can you show us around?
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Movie theater. My room. My snake. My other snake. My Pokemon. My Pokemon mini fridge. A couple snacks. I'm not like ready for the apocalypse or anything. My guitar. This is where I shower. This is where I my closet. The gym. The disco room.
Jimmy the Pelican.
The wine cellar. Yeah. No, wait, I said that wrong. Can we do that one more time?
No.
The graveyard. This is Jimmy's brother. His name's Timmy. The backyard. The elevator. Open up!
How long have you lived here?
I've lived here for 5 months exactly now.
How long have you been a content creator for?
I've been a content creator for 6 years now.
How many TikTok videos have you made?
Just shy of 10,000.
Describe your vibe in 3 words.
Cool, weird, and fun.
How would your friends describe you in 3 words?
Emo, weird, yeah, weird for sure as well. Fun, I guess too. Yeah, I am fun, I guess.
What's the best part about your job?
The best part about my job is that I can make people happy.
What's most important to you?
I feel like unity.
What's your weirdest habit?
My weirdest habit? Oh, I tap my feet a lot. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
What's your biggest phobia?
My biggest phobia is probably like big ass animals like lions, bears. Like, I'm not really scared of much, but those are f***ing terrifying.
Who was an inspiration to you growing up?
X, One Direction, Michael Jackson.
What's the last show that you watched?
Euphoria.
Now, what's the best part about being the youngest sibling?
The best part about being the youngest sibling is my parents don't really care what I do because my sisters have done everything that it was possible for me to do.
Name one thing you can't live without.
I feel like I can't live without like kind of the people I live with. Like, I like the family idea of Hype House. That's kind of what it was when I went and started it. I was just like, I just want a group I can vibe with that's gonna stick with me from the start to the finish. That's all I've always wanted to keep it. And you know, it's worked out. Some people have moved away, but you know, like we're still friends, all of us. And that's kind of like all I really care about.
When have you felt genuinely starstruck?
When I went to the BTS concert, that was f***ing nuts. And they were all like performing and dancing and shit. And it was just so wild. It was just like fireworks and shit. It was crazy.
What's the best thing you've ever worn?
Probably my Louis Vuitton like denim jacket. I really like that jacket.
What's your biggest splurge?
My biggest splurge is probably my Cartier bracelet, I think.
Who's the most stylish person alive?
A$AP Rocky.
What show would you like to make a cameo in?
Maybe like Rick and Morty. I love that show.
What's your favorite album right now?
MGK's new album, for sure.
What rock star from history would you want to be?
Slash. Slash is total rock star.
What's your go-to workout song?
Go-to workout song, probably like something Ian Dior, MGK, maybe like Chris Seville.
If you attempted to play any sport professionally, what would it be?
Lacrosse. Oh, shut up! As I was saying, lacrosse. I always liked lacrosse. So, as soon as I started the sport, like, I've always loved it.
What's the weirdest hidden talent you're willing to share?
I can make an S shape with my tongue.
Can we see it?
Yeah, I literally ask people if they can do it. No one can do it. It's weird.
What's the most worn item in your wardrobe?
Definitely my Air Force Ones. Definitely.
What's the most memorable fan moment you've had?
Probably like, I've had a bunch, and it's usually when like people like break down and cry and like tell me how much like I've done for them. I always like hearing that. It's always like humbles me.
What's your favorite candy?
So, my favorite candy is maybe like Nerd Ropes. I love Nerd Ropes.
What's one thing that you have to do when you go back home?
I have to go to like the iconic restaurants in my hometown. I like this restaurant called Miguel's and Da Vinci's. Those are my 2 favorite places. Da Vinci?
What's the most memorable injury you've ever had?
My mom, she was like carrying me down the stairs and I was a baby and she ended up tripping and falling. She missed a step, and we both fell. And she ended up landing on my leg and crushing it when I was like 2 years old. She was like holding me. And so that's like, I guess memorable. I don't really remember it, but like, my mom tells me the story so often.
What's the most absurd nickname that someone's ever given you?
Casey Wasey was my like elementary school nickname, and I hated it so much.
What's an embarrassing moment that you can now laugh about?
I always get asked this question, and I have the same answer for it every time. In freshman year, I went to PE class this one time, and it was a push-up test day actually, and we were all lined up against the wall, so we were all like right here. Well, my friend decided to take my shoe and run to the other side of the wall, and I chased him down. Well, everyone's just meanwhile just up against the wall, just chilling. Nothing better to do. You can't have your phone. You can't do shit. You're just sitting there. You're just bored out of your mind, and they're just watching us. And as I'm trying to go and grab my shoe, he full on pantses me in front of everyone, and I fall. And cause I didn't have a shoe on, my feet are like sweaty and shit, I don't know. I slip, I hit my head, my underwear's like out, and I'm wearing like Star Wars underwear. And yes, I wear Star Wars underwear. I take great pride in it, but I didn't then. And so I was just like, I was crying and all this shit. And he gave me my shoe back because he felt bad, and it was so miserable. People were talking about it for the rest of the day. I was so embarrassed.
Who makes you laugh the most?
Probably Nikita, maybe Rylan. Maybe let's go. Let's go. Both those people make me laugh a lot.
Where's one place you like to go and not be recognized?
I feel like the beach, maybe like restaurants.
What's the worst fashion trend of all time?
I feel like the DC shoes, the old DC shoes were just so ugly. I had them, I literally wore them, I'm not gonna lie, I wore them. I thought they were so cool, but now I look at them, I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking?
What's your favorite movie of all time?
The Corpse Bride.
Do you read the internet comments?
Yeah, I read like a good like fair share of them. I like to look for the nice ones, just occasionally the mean ones, but I like to read them for the nice ones.
What was the name of your first pet?
My first pet's name was Ka-Chow. He was a blue-tongue skink, and I named him that because I was obsessed with cars as like a 6-7-year-old.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I'd want to fly. I feel like flying's a good one to have.
What's the biggest surprise you've ever had?
The biggest surprise I've ever had was probably the game console, the big one that I got, the big arcade machine I got for my birthday this year. I don't really get surprised with stuff.
What are you doing immediately after this interview?
Hanging out with Jimmy.
What country in the world would you love to visit?
France.
What app do you use the most?
TikTok.
What's something you always travel with?
Toothbrush.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman. And my favorite supervillain's Joker.
How many Instagram followers do you have?
9.8 million.
Most like video on TikTok?
Oh, on TikTok, I think like 8 million likes. Just a lot. So much. My TikTok's not loading right now.
Who's a famous person in your phone?
Blake Griffin, Madison Beer, Harry Jowsey, I guess. It's famous, right? Bozzy. I really love people. I forget to get everyone's number. Like I never like ask people for numbers. Just like hang out with them. Addison Rae, Lashadi the baddest. And she has her ways.
What's your biggest strength?
My biggest strength is probably my swag, my style.
What's your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness is probably my sensitivity. I'm a little sensitive.
What's something that you want to get better at?
Guitar. I really want to get better at guitar.
What's your ultimate collaboration?
I want to make a song with The Weeknd. I feel like that'd be fun.
When was the first time you were recognized in public?
It was my birthday and I was at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk with my best friend Aaron and my cousin Elijah, which are like my two best friends. I met like 3 people and I thought I was the best. I literally thought I was on the top of the world.
If you could have a conversation with one person, who would it be and what would you talk about?
I'd probably smoke a joint with Wiz Khalifa and just talk about life. Something like that. I feel like that would be just great. That it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, bye guys. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Chase Hudson, otherwise known as Lil Huddy. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff linked in the description, but make sure to subscribe and like this video and comment what you want me to do next. All right, peace out, guys.